Hello, y'all. This is my first episode of Witch Talk. I would actually want to introduce myself. My name is Toby. I am a beginner witch, or a baby witch, as some would call it. I haven't gotten very far in my studies, but I have picked up 2 books. One's a books about spells, plus like a journal. It's kind of like a shadow book. And then one's a calendar for the moon cycles. And then I have like 4 different candles. One of them don't work. Actually, no, I have 5 candles, sorry. I have a tea light candle. I have 3 other candles that work. And then one of them I just put my incense in so I don't burn myself. But I have actually gotten burned so many times while doing it. But I am here to give some tips about candles and candle wax. So, you are a baby witch, and you need wax, but you don't know how to get it from a regular candle because you don't want to burn yourself, or you're afraid to burn yourself. Well, crayons would be your best friend, because I have done 2 different spells. One of them was a relaxation / self-love spell, and I used a pink crayon for it. And it actually has been working amazing. And something I do is it's meant to be shaken a little whenever I'm feeling down about myself. I made a stay away spell, and I used black candle wax. And then I made a peace and love spell for myself, another one. But I had made this one a while ago. This one was because during this time I'm dealing with some childhood trauma, some traumas from my childhood. So I made one that's gonna help, that I've used to swear away negative energies. And I usually just walk around my room with it and shake it a little bit. And that is a good tip for doing that because I have found that works. Also, I found if you are hold on. Hey y'all, sorry, I have little brothers. But also, if you are a little bit lazy or you don't want to get burnt by incense, have either a candle that'll work and put it in there. Because I have soft candles and one of them doesn't work. Sorry for the screaming, that's my little brother. Just put the incense on top of a cup of salt. Then you have black salt. I haven't used much of it yet. I actually haven't used it at all. But I would do some research upon that. Also, there's moon water and sun water. Moon water and sun water can both be used to cleanse crystals, but please look up what crystals can be put in water. Or you can use your own energies, which is better at a time when you're feeling happy or relaxed to do it. So if you're angry, don't go cleansing your crystals. You will unaccidentally give negative energy to your crystals. I did do that one time with one of my crystals, and I actually did have to re-cleanse it because I kind of screwed up, and I almost cursed my whole household. And also, another thing I would like to point out. If you are going to be, messing with spirits, please be very careful. And if you're at the beginning of being a witch, do not mess with deities. Not yet. It's not your time. Even as a beginning witch, I know that because I am terrified of not accidentally summoning a demon or a deity to my household. Because because it's very hard for me to give stuff to any deities at this moment. And just recommendation, just don't mess with shadow work or spirits until you've learned a little bit more about everything. Because actually, I do want to tell a story. So this was about a year ago when I was first it takes a while for me to learn stuff, sometimes, witchcraft. So it was it was at the very beginning when I was, still debating if I wanted to be a witch or not. I was still in the middle line. I'm ooh, I like witchy stuff, but, what if my parents get mad about it? My parents are not mad about it, by the way. But, so I decided to mess with some spirits. So I was messing with it, because the apps do work. The apps of Ouija boards do work, so I would just recommend not. Please, don't go around doing that. You will literally curse yourself and everyone in your household. So, I decided to do that. It was a week before my cousin would come over. My cousin is literally my best friend. So, I summoned a demon. Her name's Daisy. She was 28 years old. She's probably 29 now, technically. And she actually wanted to harm me. Have I gotten harmed by her? Yes, I have. I literally have. Like, one day I woke up with scratches on my legs. There is no animals in my room at that night, though. Because I always keep my door closed. And there was this really, and since I actually, another tip is just don't open your third eye early. Because I decided to. And also, to add on to that, there was witches in my family, so I could already, kind of see stuff. But opening your third eye and having that, it just makes a wider variety of being able to see it a lot clearer. And hear more sounds. So, she's been messing with me for a while, and I finally cleansed my room about a few weeks ago. Because I was able to have a chance to cleanse my room. So, I cleansed everything in my room because there's been a few problem spirits in here. And there was only one spirit that's been generally good to me. But, yeah. The rest of them are gone now. I've cleansed them out of my room. I do cleanse my room, every week at least, or every 2 weeks at most. And I try to, avoid doing any of that. Because, that is very dangerous to summon things into your household when you don't know what you're doing. Now, there's only one spirit that is still here, and she's the non-problematic one. I can tell everything. She is from the Victorian era. I don't know her name. And it's obvious that she had been drowned or burned. And she usually stays in my closet. She's actually a protector of mine. So I would like to tell y'all another story about, stepping into spirit stuff. So she was the first one that came to me. I think she's, I don't know, maybe one of my ancestors or something. But she did protect me from getting attacked by another spirit that I actually had to banish out of my room. So, yeah, his head was turned backwards, the opposite way, but the rest of his body was hanging onto the wall. He would stay in the corner of my room, which is actually where I have this little fairy charm that I never take down. It's where there's ornaments, but, I call it a charm. And my recommendation is, first off, don't summon spirits, just in total. I've just told y'all all about not summoning spirits, so let's not do that. And not curse our families. And when a thing I've seen a lot is people hexing, which I will get more into hexes next episode, I think. Yeah, I'll probably either get into hexes or, deeper into candles stuff. But don't hex people, please, for the love of God. Do not hex people. There's a rule in witchcraft. It's whatever you do to someone will come, whatever you do to someone in magic will come back to you 3 times harder. Which means, if you hex someone, whatever hex you gave them will come back to you 3 times worse. So, I just recommend being a bit careful when you think. Just think before you do anything. Because I do not want anyone who's listening to this, or anyone who will listen, to get hurt. Hey, yo, sorry, I'm back. I was being called for lunch. So, I would just like to say, if you are going to mess with stuff, also, I have another tip for candles. When you're going to put them out, and you use that tactic of putting the cap over it, once it is fully put out, and you see a bunch of steam, please just open it, because it will heat up the candle, and I have seen in some cases where they'll explode. I prefer that not to happen to y'all, because I care about y'all very much. And when you do spells, think about your intention. Sorry about the background noise, but think about your intention. Do not just do not just do it and not think about it, because whatever you're thinking about will go into that spell. and if it's something bad, like about killing someone, that will be very bad for you and that person. Because that person may get very injured to the point where they may die. But what will happen to you? You gotta think about that. And also another thing is, when you are going to mess with candles, always have something to put out, like fires. I have not set anything on fire except for a candle. Like I put the candles, But also, if you do get burned, don't get like super upset and start throwing stuff. You will set something else on fire, and we do not want you to start burning. So have a glass of water or something beside you to make sure you can put it out. And you just have to be very careful with some things, because if you do certain things and it does mess up on you, that will be bad. Also, another tip I would like to give is do research, please. You don't even have to buy books, just go on to trusted websites, not TikTok. TikTok's not a good source. Instagram's not a good source. Almost any social media except for YouTube is a good source. And podcast. Only reason I say YouTube is because I have found some things from there that do work. You just gotta make sure, you check their comments to make sure it actually did work for other people. Because, and I know this is gonna be posted on YouTube, too. So, yeah. Just, check in with everything. And if you can't afford it, which I'm just gonna tell y'all your price range for books, because, a lot of people tell you stuff is expensive. No, the ingredients are not. And you can make up your own spells. You literally can. And tea light candles are really cheap, and you can use them for spells. But, the book range is, the cheapest I've ever seen is $16 through, $30. So, make sure you read the book at the book place, at the bookstore you're going to. Don't shop from online. I would prefer if y'all went to a bookstore and just, read it, read through it. And if you like the book, then, get it if it works for you. But you have to, read through a few pages, and, if it does seem like it's gonna work, and if you have any fellow, witches that live near you, or, older witches who have been in the experience in the community for a while, check up with them and see if the book will work, and what books work for them. So, anyways, thank you for listening, and I will get back to you with the next episode being about hexes. So, bye-bye.